Is it good for America or not? While the debate over immigration reform often appears to revolve around politics, the root of the issue is economics. With the new GOP controlled Congress in session, the battle over immigration is again in the spotlight. The House passed a bill along party lines that would one, defund the president's recent executive action to delay deportation of up to 5 million undocumented workers and grant them work permits. Two, the measure also blocks a 2012 order from the president that protected the immigrants brought to the United States illegally as children. And three, it attempts to reverse a series of White House memos that said terrorists and criminals should be deported first. Why? Because the Republicans want the efforts focused on border security as opposed to a path to citizenship. In other words, does it cost more to keep illegal immigrants in this country, or does it cost more to deport them? We know that unemployment is high and wages are lower, partly due to illegal immigration, according to the director of the Federation for American Immigration Reform. My argument is for the pathway to citizenship. The White House website stated that by 2023, the U.S. economy will lose $80 billion in economic output by not allowing a path to citizenship for the estimated 11 million undocumented workers. The country will also have $40 billion in higher deficits in the next 10 years. And during the same decade, the Social Security Trust Fund will lose out on some $50 billion. The president's executive order is an acknowledgement of the facts. Most undocumented immigrants are woven into the fabric of American life in a way that would be impossible to unwind. According to a 2013 study by the Social Action Group Center for American Progress, if the undocumented immigrants currently living in the United States were provided legal status, the 10-year cumulative increase in the gross domestic product would be $832 billion. Meanwhile, the cumulative increase in the personal income of all Americans over 10 years would be $470 billion. Moving more people into legal work permit classification and providing temporary guest work permits would be of substantial benefit to the economy. Undocumented immigrants cost the U.S. and state governments $113 billion a year in welfare programs. Immigrants use even more welfare programs than people born in the United States. The more illegal aliens we have taken advantage of welfare funding, the more strain there is on our economy. Reform is needed, if only to keep state budgets out of the red, just in case the economy hits another rough patch. Places like California are, or will, see more pressure on their budgets to provide services to undocumented immigration. Another set of numbers fueling the immigration debate is a shortage of workers in the United States. We are borrowing labor forces from other countries. Everyone, big and small companies, are looking for foreign talent. Business organizations like the Chamber of Commerce have called for immigration reform, saying immigrants are good for the economy, while advocating a tough but fair process for undocumented people living in our country today to earn a legal status. Experts remain cautiously optimistic that some of this sort of reform will get done. Some sort of reform will get done. One figure that politicians and lobbyists should battle out over on immigration reform is that expelling immigrants could cost an estimated $8,318 to deport each of the 11 million undocumented people now in the United States. I agree that the border does not need I agree that the border does need to be sealed before or while addressing the issue. After that, there needs to be a way for people already here to become citizens. Legalizing immigrants will bring up our economy because we will have an increase in tax revenue, and we will stop wasting resources spent on time trying to deport the people who are only here to escape the poor quality of their country. They are taking jobs that our lazy people won't take because it's either too hard or they feel it's beneath them. They should approve the DREAM Act for illegal students who came to this country while they were children. It is not their fault that they were brought here when they were kids. Now we should give them the opportunity to become citizens. Maybe if they go to college for 2 years, then they can get their citizenship. Most of them drop out of high school because they don't have a chance in going to college. They can't even get a decent job because they simply don't have a social security number. They can't even drive legally. They should give a chance to illegal students to become US citizens. They will be helping the economy by getting a better education than their parents, and better offer they will be able to offer a better life for their family in the future.